Hey folks, so we're going to catch up on stuff because it was a crazy weekend and we didn't get as much out as we wanted to get out. So, the Stomping Land. We had a lot of fun and we had a great drunken episode that had bad audio problems. And we discovered that our video editing software doesn't like our video capturing software. And we like our video capturing software more than our video editing software. So we switched up and we've kind of been using both. That's why, in my opinion, the Windborne episode came out a little rough. But I have a new suite and I'm going to use it on its own. And I have to do tutorials and stuff because I don't have universal knowledge. So, yeah, I'm learning that new software. We have played some Stomping Land without you. I mean, come on. You missed the first 5 hours of play because the drunken software things occurred. So, yeah, we played without you, and we can't save stuff, and the ropes aren't working, and we're not sure how compelling we can do. What we really want to do in the Stomping Land is a large tribe, like 10 people, who are all down with the same goal. It's us against the dinosaurs, or the other, kind of jerks on the server. And we're still collecting those 10 people, and we're playing with the Stomping Land, and you'll get some of that footage. But what we're really looking for is that big team dynamic. So if you play the Stomping Land on Steam, the group is Action Soup Studios. It's open. Join it. If you join the group, you'll become our friend. If not automatically, then because we'll make it happen. And then we can open communications on Steam and we can start working towards that big tribe. So that's the update on the Stomping Land. Windborne, I cleaned some things up, and in the next episode, you'll see the house cleaned up a little bit, and the bridge coming out from it cleaned up a bit. And if you want to see that crafty stuff, then let us know in the comments that you want to see that crafty stuff, and we'll make that happen. And then, let's see, what else is there in the news? My mustache is news. My mustache is glorious and awesome. Always before, this is actually news, don't smirk at me. Always before, I would trim my mustache back with a certain, I kicked the camera, with a certain number of blade, right? And I'm not doing that. I'm dedicated to growing out all the way, just out like this, all the way, just one set of hair. It's going to be a 6-inch long mustache when I'm all done. Unless my wife tackles me to the ground and tries to reduce the length of my mustache. I think I'm going to start carrying some kind of wife defense mechanism. Maybe, I don't know.
Axe body spray?
She doesn't like Axe body spray. Sorry, Axe, I like Axe body spray. I do. If you want to pay me to tell people how much I like Axe body spray, I am so down with that. And I have actually used it before. But my wife, however, she's not a fan. It's there are many there's things that she doesn't like that she should. And Axe body spray is one of them, especially if you want to pay me to say that. But on to other news. Some of you have been wondering why 13. AM Redwood, obvious. He's a teenage boy. But you picked the name.
No, you did.
That's wrong, boy. It's completely wrong. Passing the buck. This is a talent that he learned from my wife, I'm sure. So, why 13 and why in binary? Well, the binary part is because I am an honest to goodness game developer. I've worked in the industry. I've worked in AAA titles and in indie titles. Kind of love indie titles. I kind of love small projects. I've been on the big, so many people that you get lost in the credits. And I like to be one of the 3 people or 1 peoples in the credits. And if you figure out who I am, if you know who I am, and you look around, you can find at least one of my titles out on a major game console, and you can play it. And I think it's all right. I think it could have been done better. And if you want to have a discussion with me about that, then we'll do that. We'll talk all about that title. And then AAA titles, I don't want to rattle off those titles. If you know who I am and you're patient and you look, you can find my name in the credits of those AAA titles. I have been a big fan of Microsoft because we're out in the Pacific Northwest, and that'll give you a hint as to where you might start figuring some of this stuff out, if you want to figure it out. So that's why the binary, because I code. I do art, I do sound, I do it all, but I code, and coding is one of those things that makes me feel, most awesome about myself. And then the other deal with 13 is I always root for the underdog. I am a big fan of the struggling guy, and 13 I think gets a bad rap. They sometimes don't even give 13 his own floor. Sometimes they don't give 13 his own room. It's wrong. Some people blame bad Fridays on a 13. How is that? If you're gonna screw up your own Friday, then don't blame it on my number. People text me while I'm doing the show, but it's okay because it's an update from Nate. This might be big news, folks. Ooh. Whoa. He's sending me... Holy God. Okay, sorry. We can't... There's no update from Nate. None at all. So this week, what you can expect from us is we're going to be playing with our new editing software. We hope to get something released every other day-ish as we're coming up to speed. And you're going to see some Stomping Land. It's the first thing that we're going to get out for you. And we're also going to pump out some more Windborne because it's starting to look pretty. And we'll keep the quests going. And the reason, back to Windborne, this is a very non-serial conversation. It's a parallel conversation. Oh my God! So... There's got to be some boundaries set up here. Anyway, Windborne, we want to do the pretty crafting stuff off camera, the tedious stuff off camera, and we want to do the quest stuff on camera, because that's kind of what turns us on about that title. It makes us go, we like it, because it's kind of Minecraft with a purpose. But if you want to see more of that crafty stuff and more of the actual work being done, then let us know in the comments. I think that's everything important. You've contributed about as much as you contribute usually.
Yep.
So we're good, and we'll see you this week. We'll see you in the comments. Like, participate, subscribe, do all of that stuff, and most importantly, join us in the worlds. We would like to see you in Windborne. We'd really like to see you in the Stomping Land, though, even more than anywhere else. Oh, and we forgot to mention Starbound. So we're going to do a little Starbound this week coming too. And now, I'm going to go watch some tutorials, build some skills, and give you a better show. Okay, cut. Explain why there's no stomping ground, Stomping Land. There's... Cut. The camera looks funky. I think we need a higher resolution camera. Don't know if it catches my beautyosity perfectly. We got the camera real close.